Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. If you haven't watched any of my videos before, my name is Anthony and I love to review fashion products and accessories. I typically tend to focus on menswear, but today I'm going to be focusing on a women's collection piece that I recently bought at Louis Vuitton. It is part of the recent Louis Vuitton Crafty collection, and I thought I was going to love it, but I actually didn't. So I'm going to show you the product that I bought and I'm going to explain why I'm not as in love with it as I thought. So this is the Louis Vuitton Crafty collection. This is the Pochette Toilette 26. It looks really great on the camera and it looks very, very beautiful and it is very playful. It is what you would consider crafty if you were, creating a sort of painting or, doing some sort of graphic. For me, this isn't what I thought it would be. The colors in real life I thought were going to be a lot more vibrant of an orange, like the Louis Vuitton bag, but they're actually a lot more brown and a lot more beige. So I was actually really disappointed. I bought this sweater to go with this specific piece. And I also bought a couple pairs of shoes to go with this specific piece because I thought it was going to be a lot more of a pop of color. But this is actually a lot more neutral and it has a lot more browns than it does oranges. So I'm just not as entirely in love with the color palette as I thought it would be. One of the other reasons that I don't really love this bag entirely is just how flimsy it feels. I thought that the Pochette Toilette 26 was going to be at least a little bit more durable and have a little bit more of a sturdy base, similar to the Pochette Voyages that they have for the men's collections, which are about $300 to $400 more expensive than this was. This was $675 pre-tax, so it's a lot of money and I wasn't in love with it, so I'm going to return it because I'm not comfortable with spending on something that I'm not entirely in love with. These pieces are generally more expensive, especially because they are limited edition. A Pochette Toilette 26 that's just the traditional Louis Vuitton monogram would probably set you back around $560 to $600, and this one's about $100 more expensive, not including tax. I'm actually very unhappy with the packaging also. So typically you find the product inside of the box, the gift box, but for me, the box that they provided was actually too small for the item that I bought. So here's the box that it came with, and you could see very easily that this just doesn't fit. It's a little bit too narrow in terms of its width, so the Pochette Toilette won't actually go inside. So when you try and close it, it just looks like this, which is very frustrating. So off the top, that was my first experience with this product, and I was just a little frustrated. And I've heard that they're having shortages with their gift boxes, but to me that's just not an excuse to give somebody something that doesn't function with the product that they're receiving. The last reason that I'm actually going to be returning this bag isn't because of anything aesthetic as far as the exterior or the structure, but it's actually because the inside of the bag is pure white. So if you're going to be using this for anything that might potentially stain or have any sort of debris, I would reconsider, because the inside is white. And even though the Louis Vuitton website description says it's a cleanable lining, what they really just mean is it's leather and you can probably clean it with a damp towel or something. I thought it was going to have a removable lining that was white, which made it a little bit more palatable to have a bag with a white interior. But for me, it was just too much of a hard sell to keep a bag that I'm not in love with, that has a white lining, that I know I'm probably just going to get dirty, and spending over $700 on something that you know you're not in love with and that isn't going to last very long because of how dirty it will get. It just didn't do it for me. All right, everyone, that's really it for me today. I did just want to go over my cons for the Louis Vuitton Crafty collection. I know that a lot of people out there are a little bit on the fence about it. I was on the fence about it too, and I wanted to give it the chance that it deserved. But I am settled. I don't like this collection. It's just not for me. It was a little bit underwhelming and a little disappointing to see the discrepancies and the vibrance that you see online versus what it is in person. If you do love this piece or you do love this collection, then I say go for it. My taste should not dictate somebody else's, and I don't want to yuck somebody else's yum, but to me, this was not worth the money and I will be taking it back. If you have any questions specific to this piece, I would be happy to answer them. Just go ahead and ask in the comments below, and I usually get back to everybody when the questions come in. And if you do have any other questions or requests for me to review another piece, then please let me know in the comment section and I will get back to you. Thanks again for joining me for one of my video reviews. If you liked my video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you really, really like my videos, set the notification so you know when another one of my videos goes live. Again, my name's Anthony. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.